Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Inkbound. Sorry I haven't been on a lot recently. I have been busy with life. Sadly, life likes to get in the way. So today we're going to be playing Clairvoyant. I'm going to be using the Rose of Rubies to kind of make my physical ball stronger and any physical bindings I get, as well as magic. And let's just delve right into it. So, as like always, I like to be transparent and say this is my second attempt. Yesterday, I attempted clairvoyant run, and I got to the second book guardian, and I died. I didn't have enough damage to get through, even though I had about 300% more damage, which I think is a lot, but I struggled, and I think the main issue was I took Wit Thief, and my build really needed orbs, so I think I just hurt myself in the long run. Um, so it was more of a my fault thing. I also attempted to go to Argolith last time, so this is basically a duplication of last time. Um, so 3 binding. So if you're a new player, and I don't know if I mentioned this on my previous videos, but I highly recommend looking at your vestiges, your bindings, augments, and then your books all at the same time before you make a selection. Because, for example, if you want Wit Thief, you don't want to pick up an orb collecting uh, vestige, right? Or if you're going to go to, I don't know, pacifism, let's say that was up here, you don't want to get a something that necessarily increases stats. You might want to get something that's crit, for example. So that's just something to consider. For me, Tourist Trap is very tough to do um, as your first one because you're going to have a guaranteed carver. So you're going to have a lot less money. So I'm probably going to go draft route. Ink Shield is kind of bad in single player, but good in multiplayer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the middle one and go to Radiant Market. I'll also probably go to use the Outlawed Works, and I will go ahead and increase. So I was hoping the +1 ability power one on usage would show up because I like to demonstrate how that one works. You can do some pretty interesting stuff with it, but I think I'm going to do the Potent Spirit Bomb. Just have a good burst right out the gate. If you get the Quill one where you take damage the first time you hit an enemy, that's the one I took last time, and that was not the reason I lost the run, by the way. I actually had enough shielding to mitigate that. It was more just the lack of damage. Clairvoyant can actually handle that pretty well because you can hit yourself a few times with telekinesis, and then you can kill everything, and you won't take damage. You can also get like the pulse on shield, the shield aura. There's ways you can mitigate it. So that's kind of what I would do there. I didn't start with many Quillings, but I think I'm gonna still go Quillings just because I started with them. I tend to prefer Vault first because that early game power is super good, but I'm just going to get a little greedy this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this aura here so I can hit everybody. Then I'll go ahead and pulse. Something to keep in mind as Clairvoyant is you don't need a full charge of 3 to use your Pulp Bomb. It still does about triple damage, about 2.5 more damage than your Pulse. So it still does a lot of damage on its own. So I like to just use this on its own, and you shouldn't be shy to do that either. So pretty easy start. And I will be taking Crimson Bloodline probably every time it's offered to me. So Amplified Telekinesis is actually pretty good because your ball can do damage. Let me put it that way. You shouldn't be too scared to buff your ball. I'll probably take Smoke Bomb. It gives me a way to deal with enemies that are not near my ball. And I'm not going to need healing because I'm probably going to be low health a lot of the time anyway. Something else to mention is that there are certain bindings you really don't want as clairvoyant. For example, you don't want bindings that rely you to be near your ball or to go to a certain location, because really, like, the power of clairvoyant is you can be all the way over here and doing stuff with your ball all the way over here. So you really don't need to be. Movement should be no problem with clairvoyant. You literally should. You shouldn't even need to move until you're done with everything. The only exception is if you have um, the +1 ability power if you're in your aura, or +1 shield in your aura on pulse. But that's not really the best for single player. It's a lot stronger in multiplayer. I usually avoid those if you're doing single player anyway. Not that they're useless, but they're just not as good. Alright, so I'm going to probably ignore this pot. It's just too far away. And that is a weakness with clairvoyant, is if you don't have like the pull. This is kind of a little annoying to get to. So I'll just do this and do kind of what I've been doing. No reason to use my smoke bomb because I'm not trying to hit an enemy far away. Or in this case, I might want to. Except he's going to live with 1 HP. That is so annoying. It's so annoying. Wow. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and... wow. Yeah, there's not much I could do about that, huh? I guess... I don't want to waste that potion, though. Okay, so we'll do that. Get my full charge. Use this to full burst. And we will do that, 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 and we can just do that. Okay. Probably just do that and then really miss you, but that's fine. The other thing to remember is even though I said you don't need to be near your ball, it still doesn't hurt because you can shield yourself every movement. So don't be afraid to actually move. Hitting enemies for the first time, hex them. That's probably a good choice. But it'd be better to get hexing more in the future. So I'll probably do the dream. And I will just keep... I think I have magic power in this case. I don't want to lose too much max HP right now. And I'll get shielding aura. I like shielding aura. I don't have enough money for empowerment. I could potentially get more Crimson Bloodline, but I like to go Breach. Gambling is fun, especially when it's this. Go about half. Yeah, I'll go more. Okay, Carnival Candy. I'm fine with that. What's funny is I actually got that event last time as well. I'm gonna go for Glyphs. And the reason I'm going for Glyphs is I have a lot of Vestige power right now with how much damage I have, so I'm not really worried about Vestiges right now. I did get T for 2 the last time, and that was really useful. Wish I got it this time as well, but you can't always get the same thing. Alright, so we can do that. So I'm going to be taking 1 damage from all these guys on death. So I will lose... How much shield do I have? 2 exact because of my shield aura. Yep, so I should be good. I won't take damage there. Do that, and we will do that. Pick that up. Start building this up. Not in my shield aura range, that's fine. I will do that, and then that, and then just kill. I won't take damage because I shielded myself. Okay, then we'll do this, this, this. Just take this for cooldowns, I guess. Not that I need it. The other thing to remember is, I'm good. The other thing to remember is that your hazard aura is actually very good. It's basically like a damage over time, but it happens before the enemies do anything. So very good. I will just lower max HP. Get some more ability power, and I will go ahead and not get this. Psionic Charge can be very good on Clairvoyant because it will basically mean you don't need orbs as much. It's usually only needed if you're taking Wit Thief, because then you don't really need to rely on cooldowns as much. I think having a cooldown lowered for my Smoke Bomb will be good, though. Since I'm taking orbs every time, and I don't plan to take Wit Thief this time around, I will always have my Spirit Bomb every turn. So there's no reason to lower the cooldown. Shield Wall will help me get the defensiveness I may need, but I think I'm going to get Invigorate for just more burst damage. Blink is not even a choice. I'm a Blink hater, in case you don't know. I just don't think it's as good as people make it out to be. I don't think it's bad, don't get me wrong. I don't think it needs a buff or a nerf. I just think it's overrated. Let me put it that way. So I never use Blink, except very rare occasions. This will give me the healing I need for now, which is probably good. Honestly, it's just kind of a waste of money in the end. What am I fighting? The chest? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of enemies. I probably should get this, because the chest is going to do undodgeable damage. So I'll go ahead and grab it. I don't like spending my money that way, but, you know. This Brain Tuna is a weaker version of the Blue Spine Cod, so I'm just going to take the... Let me keep this. Alright, so... Last run I ended up taking Smoke Bomb and Shield Wall. I took Shield Wall because of the, that thing where I take damage every time I hit something for the first time. In this case, I don't think that will be a problem. Do... Probably this. Kind of want to just start hitting here if I can. Do that. Kind of want to kill this guy if I can. Okay. Shield myself there. Then I think I go ahead and Invigorating of Power. Some nice burst damage. Shield Wall myself. Keep that orb. I think I should be okay. I'm healing off teeth. Sea Trickle may give me more will. I didn't get hit last turn, so I got a little bit of magic power. I'm doing pretty good on damage, I think, right now. We'll go ahead and go here, I guess. Kill all these guys. And then we'll go over here so I can shield myself and start weakening this guy. And Smoke Bomb. And we'll start shielding myself. Like so. So I only take 1 damage. And then it's just a matter of killing. Here we go. I'll take Astrokinesis. 1 extra will every turn I'm in the aura is pretty good. This is good if I need more shield or charge. But I don't think I really need that. I'd rather just have more will. Let me think about that a little bit longer. Psionic charge on using my pulse, so I'd get 2 charge instead of 1. This is probably good. This doubles the damage of smoke bomb, which is pretty good as well. Because this is base damage, right? So it'd be 240, which I think would be almost as strong as my spirit bomb. So that'd be pretty good. Might actually go that route too. Reduce cooldown of highest binding, which would probably always be itself. So decent. Not really needed. I think gaining an extra charge would be pretty good. Let's go ahead and do it. And I'll go ahead and grab... Because this, I could get 1 charge, then get 2 charges, and then have this every turn. That'd be pretty good. But getting 1 extra will can just help with will management. Also means I don't have to get a will vestige in the future. I might take the will aura though, because I might potentially make an aura build, and this would allow me to do that. And I really don't think, mostly if I'm getting 2 charges, I don't think I need this right now. I'd rather just get the will. Okay. This will only give me 3. Movement speed. Honestly, Argalith is going to have a lot of AoE, so being able to move around is going to be pretty good. So I'm going to take the movement speed. And then now since I have more movement speed, Gunkfill doesn't feel as bad. Tourist Trap wouldn't be as bad either now, but I think I'm going to take Gunkfilled. I know this is a disliked mod or whatever, but I think it's easy enough to deal with. I think the dislike for it is just because it tends to be forgotten that it's a thing. But as long as you remember it's around, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. I love Gunk-filled Radiant Market. I know that's hated, but it's usually never a problem. In my opinion, of course. So I'm going to slightly move to the left just so I have shielding from this. Not that I don't think it's going to matter, but you never know. So we're going to go ahead and do Pulse. Pulse. Move back in here. So I can move here for my aura. Pick this up. Do some damage. And we will go ahead and... let's just hit you a few times. Because he's going to heal if I don't kill him now, which is going to be annoying. So I don't really want that. And then we'll also go ahead and do this right now. That extra damage. We'll also lower damage here. So I should only be taking 2. Yep. We'll do that. And then we could do... I don't know, 1, 2. So I take 0 damage. He will get stronger from Cosmic Evolution, but he shouldn't attack me for 2 turns anyway, so I don't think this is going to be a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and get this crit off, grab this orb. Can move here for safety. Not too bad. He has Cosmic Terror, which is a little scary, but should be fine. Just kill. And, ooh, Glass Cannon, or just a free legendary. That's always pretty good. I can get 2 Vulcans. I think that's a little overkill, though. Club's thing would be good, because that'd make this a free thing every turn without an orb, and my Smoke Bomb would be every turn, and my Invigorate would be... still not every turn. So I might do that. I could also do Fountain of Creation. No, I don't think I really want that. I I really want to take glass cannon just to show it's not that bad. But I think it's a trap, honestly. Because Quillian, yeah, I don't think glass cannon's super good this update. As much as it'd be funny to grab it. I think I'm gonna take the... I think this, I don't really... I guess if I'm buffing my auto attack, this is probably not the worst. I'm definitely gonna take this Klep thing here. I'm definitely gonna take the 3 ability power here. And I'm definitely going to get the... Ooh, free pulse. You know what? I know glass cannon is the, like, avoid at all costs one, but I'm just gonna take it. I want to show it off. Will I have killed my run? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and go Sea Breach again. Gain 2 glyphs. Can't take the good option, sadly, but that's fine. Probably gonna re-roll some of my next fights and make sure I have what I want. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go here. Pulse. Buff. Break. Pulse. Hit. You can see how strong my orbs get and my aura gets just because of glass cannon plus candy. Really good combo going on here. Okay, we'll stay here in my aura and get that extra will. Then we'll go ahead and pulse. Do that. Break. Go over here. Pick up this orb, pulse, go back here, shield. Get my will and shield. And then move it here so I hit everything, and then just burst to death. And then kill. There you go. On your turn, smite all enemies. Probably this one. We'll get rid of the sea trickle. And let's just, yeah, let's keep the train going. Who needs max HP? Damage aura. I really love damage aura. I'm happy I get to show this one. Damage aura is very good. I've never picked up Battlecry. Battlecry, never pick up. It will kill your run. Like, quite literally, getting 2 ability power extra each turn really doesn't matter when you could just get... The fight will never last long enough for this to ever matter. So this is always a trap. You generally just want the other 2 upgrades, but I don't want any of these, so I'm going to reroll. I know Spirit Will is a popular choice, but I'm going to actually go Super Spirit Bomb. Let's go ahead and go to the shrine. Spirit Will is okay, but like it's good on multiplayer specifically. I don't think there's a need to do that. No, there's no need to do that when I have this. I know. I'm probably not going to use this. I'm going to actually go the uncommon route too, because I want to try to get cooldown reduction on my Super Spirit Bomb, and that's an uncommon. And then with that, I then can also get Quillings. I don't really need Vestiges or Glyphs right now. Never be afraid to do an easy fight if it makes sense to. So we're going to go ahead and do like a hit here. Can I hit this guy? Yes, I can. We're going to try to get the pot this time. The cool thing is moving your ball, also triggers the damage aura, or using like this power up right here triggers the damage aura. Ends up being pretty strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my this, and I'm gonna kill that pot right now. Then go in here to get my extra will. All enemies are getting smited on the first turn, so I don't have to worry about the little guys anymore. Can kind of kill, no problems. Again, smite will kill those guys for me. Easy fight. Get my money, get my magic, and restorative invigorate's really good if you're lacking healing. But I'm going to re-roll this because, like I said, I want to try to get the cooldown reduction. So now I have a 2 cooldown instead of a 3. Okay, now my main issue is... I don't need any of this. Max health might help, but this is on its own not good. I'd rather get like a legendary max health. I'm not really critting. This would help lower my cooldowns and give me free will. But I'm not sure what I would want to get rid of right now. Probably nothing of this for that, honestly. None of those... Will and cooldowns is not a problem for me right now, so I don't think that's really necessary. Okay. I was hoping my smite could kill those guys. Sadly it can't, but that's fine. We'll do that. We will do that. And I think I will do that. And then we can kind of start, I guess, damaging these. So that they kind of go away next turn. Okay, let's just get rid of these. Plus, because of the plus 15 movement, I can get out of this AoE. The root doesn't hurt me. Again, movement's a very good stat. If you've been skipping it, I recommend picking it up. I could just go ahead and do a big burst right now. I'll just do... let's do this for now, I guess. Okay. And then we will go ahead and move into here. He's doing a direct attack, which is annoying. Make sure to not be in that aura. Alright, we'll do this. Get a nice big juicy burst. Weaken you. Do that, I guess. Do that. And I'll drink this potion so I don't take too much damage. I really don't want to waste that if I don't have to. I don't think I have to. So we'll go ahead and move this here. Okay. So these little ink sacks want to go the same. The thing is they don't explode the turn they're summoned. So I can kind of ignore them. I got a crit on my 3, which is really good. I wish I could get over to this orb, but I don't know if I might be able to. I go this way. I should be able to get close to it again. Okay. Do that. Try to get as close to here as possible so I can get in the aura. Can go. Let's see, I want to be able to move out of the AoE, so let me not move yet. And then I can do that, that, that. I might have to take a permanent damage increase, which might mean I need to get rid of glass cannon. I hope not, but it might have to end up being that way. Unless I can, like, inch my way into safety. It's like pixel perfect. It probably isn't happening. I'm just obsessive. It almost feels like I should be able to, but it barely is not. Okay, that's fine. I'll have to take that damage then. The outside blight damage. All right. In that case, let's just go ahead and do that. Oh. Why did my damage shrink? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be taking this damage anyway. Okay. So now I have this 5% damage increase. That's gonna be a little annoying, but not much I could do there. And then we can go ahead and pulse. Sapping aura. Probably unnecessary. I'm going to do aura surge because I do have 4 auras. I have 4 auras, so that's going to be a whatchamacallit. Basically triple damage now. It's pretty good. I'd rather take the 1 ability power, but you know, it's fine. Trying to save this for the very end, in case it wasn't obvious. Okay, do that. Pick that up. Do that. Got healing and shielding aura now, which does add up over time. Okay, we can heal off this teeth on a string. Okay. Nothing too bad. I'll take the magic power, and I will take the cost discount probably, just so I can do a little bit more every turn, or doubling damage is pretty good. Last time I might just reroll. This is a guarantee I hit everything, which would be good for Argolith, so I'll take that actually. I'm not picking up a vestige yet, because I can go back and grab it later. I want to see what I get at the shop. On hitting, get a stack of Shattered Wills. I could get on Binding Use and on hitting, and get a lot of... I wonder if that counts the damage aura. This would also be very good. I could always just get both. This would be a better glass cannon. actually, probably. So I'll get rid of that. Odds of me not taking hits this fight are pretty low. I think I get rid of this. And then I'm going to keep my healings. I'm going to be killing the tentacles. That's some extra health. I think I'm going to take this Unbinding use and probably just remove the on-turn smite all enemies. How much is my smite doing? 200. I mean, that's pretty good. That's basically an aura surge to every enemy, right? That's pretty good. But at the same time, my candy is a lot of my damage right now. And I'm going to be spamming... Because I might not even need this, right? This might just be a trap. Hmm. It can't be though, right? Hmm. So I need the healing. I need this. I need the smite, I think. Carnival candy. Yeah, I probably want everything I have. I don't want this, though. I think it's overkill. It's one of those situations, right, where I could technically spam my ball. Maybe not. Maybe the smite, I'm just overrating it. Let me just get rid of the smite. Okay. And then I might as well just use the rest of my money to get a little bit of HP. Not that it's going to matter. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we have the Mimic over here, who's going to be annoying. One thing to keep in mind is these guys are super tanky the first turn. So trying to kill them is pointless. Or trying to do much damage. You really want to be hitting the main body, who's only taking 50% instead of 75 or 75%. So we'll do that. It looks like damage aura does count as a hit, which is really good. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Do this for extra damage. Still have a lot of will I can utilize. We'll do that. Try to get my Shattered Will build going. I think I've done that enough times, yeah. And then we can kind of try to go over here. Okay. Okay, so we can hit everything again. I just realized I'm also dazing everything, which is pretty good. I will do that, I guess, first. Grab that for extra damage. Probably, honestly, like I could be hitting that guy, but I think I'm hurting myself if I do that. So I'll do this to give myself one shield, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit these guys. I can kind of try to do that. This is a 5 will increase move. And then I can kind of do that. I think I'm inside the aura range. Yes. Okay. And then so normally you just want to leave these guys alone. because you're giving yourself damage. In my case, I may not. But I think yeah, I will. I'll also just go ahead and do this to get the 2 psionic charge. Because now what I can do is... Ooh, let's see, what's safety here? So we do that, do... that. Weaken everyone. So I'm only taking 3. I do this just so I can just so I could do this. And I think I'm gonna go over here and start charging this up. Just so I could start weakening these guys. And like I said, targeting these guys are pointless because they have 75% resistance. So I really want to be targeting the main body. Okay. So we do that. Taking 20 damage from just the sheer amount of attacks. From the minor too. So we do that for a charge, grab an orb. So I can just get rid of the minor. Charge that up again. And then we'll kind of just start shielding myself. I also forgot to eat my fish. So I'm making this harder for me than it needs to be. Alright. You guys are probably screaming at me like, eat your fish! And you'd be right too. Let's see here. Okay, go this way. What is hitting me? The boss. So I definitely want to go towards this direction. And go, let's see, probably like that. And then do that. Actually, I kind of wasted the shield, but that's fine. Okay. And then we could go ahead and hit everybody here. That. 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I miscounted or something. I mean, I do need to make sure I'm in the shield aura and stuff, so I'll just take, yeah, no damage. Okay, and then we just got the Mimic of the Moss Cloak variety left. So I'm going to be taking boss damage no matter what this turn, looks like. Which is a little annoying. I definitely weaken that. Okay, let's just go ahead and... I'm not gonna be able to kill that guy, huh? Just start shielding myself. I'm not gonna be able to get out of this AoE, sadly, just because of how he's directed. Um, so we'll just do that. Make sure. I think I'm in the aura. I don't know if I'm actually am in the aura. Okay, whatever. Alright, so I only take 6 damage instead of whatever I was taking earlier. Pretty good. My damage is shrinking. Oh, it's already fully shrunk. I have a sugar crash, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, I'm on my way. Okay. Let's do this. I don't think I can do much here. I'll just leave that orb there, I think. Well, let's see what I can do first. I might not even need to do anything. So I can certainly do this. I think, even though I don't get the full benefit, I think just doing this is the best play, because I can kill that guy right there and then. And then we could do that. And then I could just start trying to weaken this Moss Cloak if I can. Maybe I can't. Okay, we'll just do this then. The Moss Cloak will live. And then now, is there a survival spot? Yes. That's the most important thing. Okay, do that. Do that. Get a nice big burst. I think I'm gonna do this, because this is 3 damage. There we go, got rid of him. If I do this, I will have not enough stacks for Shatter Will to move again. So we'll just do that for now. Okay, and then this Blight Pool should be down here, which is like not a problem at all. I think I go ahead and let's see here. Definitely do this. I think I move my ball in the kind of middle range, like right here. And then I use this. I grab this orb, so now I have 28, and I do a big burst of damage. That feels good. And then from here on out, I can kind of shield myself. There we go. And this is pretty much how you play Clairvoyant. I mean, it's just about understanding the ball. I hope you kind of learned a little something from this. It's a lot of understanding where to use your ball and kind of how the movement works. Let me get this for the extra damage so I can just kill him. There we go. So overall, a pretty good run. Movement definitely helped for a while there. So again, picking up one movement buff can really be a good job or a good idea. But otherwise, pretty good run. Definitely the gavel and the malform tracing was kind of what helped me at the end with shielding. But it didn't really help me too much with damage-wise. I think damage-wise it would have been the same, but it was more of a shielding strategy I went for with these two. Um, and then certainly, my damage was pretty good. Invigorate's really helpful. Invigorate plus orb pickup plus super spirit bomb combo, really good. I like it. And that's kind of part of the reason I like Spirit Bomb, Super Spirit Bomb over the Spirit Well is because Spirit Well doesn't really give you damage. Like, sure, you suck everything in, but you only deal. I would only dealt 920 damage, right? Which I wasn't really sucking in enemies anyway for that final fight, and I guess you technically hit everything, but I think in this case, just having a basically triple damage attack is just better. And it just worked out better. So if you're struggling with clairvoyant, especially solo, don't always pick up spirit well. I know people like to say it's the greatest thing ever, but in solo play, you don't really need it because it's not going to increase your damage, and you're probably like you're. It's more of a good multiplayer utility, I would say, than a single player one. So don't get too hung up on spirit well. Try to get super spirit bomb or the other one if you can. And then getting extra damage with all my auras helped, certainly. And yeah, I think overall it was a pretty good run. Uh, did I already get all my quillions? It's not. Alright, so what do we learn today? Clairvoyant is definitely good in rank 20. Um, very good. Um, I'm not very good with Clairvoyant. There's probably someone better than me that can easily do even better than me. But I hope that kind of demonstrated that Clairvoyant is not too shabby. In terms of bindings, so I like to do this for all these videos. In terms of bindings, Cleave is still bad. Cultivate is not very good on Clairvoyant. Clairvoyant has probably one of the weakest binding 1 attacks in the game, only because it's not scaling with the other type of damage you want to do. It's more of a repositional or shielding attack than a damage attack. I guess I shouldn't say Cultivate then is that bad. You can use it if you want it like a pseudo extra shielding, but then it still takes time to charge up, and I guess you can get some augments with it to kind of make it better, but yeah, it's not very good, I would say, on Clairvoyant. Blink is not needed. I mean, it would have helped with Argolith a little bit near the end, but you really don't need Blink as a Clairvoyant user. You're just going to again, it's just another source of damage you're losing out on. And since you're never going to really be near your ball unless you need auras anyway, like, you don't really need a reposition to attack, so I think it's unnecessary. Jinx is always good. Lightning Bolt is an interesting choice. It can help you get stragglers that are not in your aura range and hit them for your bomb. But in most cases, it's not really needed. I mean, as I've shown in this run, you don't really need something like Lightning Bolt. You can kind of get away without it. But it's still pretty good. Incinerary can be decent for stragglers, but if you're going to get Incinerary, probably prefer Lightning Bolt or Smoke Bomb, because those let you get stragglers, or even Grasp. Grasp is very good. It's probably one of the best binding choices on Clairvoyant if you can get it. Getting a mark for your Super Spirit Bomb is super good, and again, getting that one guy that's just out of your aura super far away, you can pull him into your aura, Super Spirit Bomb, do other aura shenanigans. Very good. Grasp is very good on Clairvoyant. Quicken, not really that good on Clairvoyant. I'd say it's probably one of the worst. I know a lot of people like to say Quicken isn't good. I think Quicken is actually really good. It just needs better augments. But like Quicken is very good, but on Clairvoyant, I wouldn't say it's needed or very good. I'd say it's the worst on Clairvoyant. Like if I was to rank how good Quicken is on every aspect, Clairvoyant would be ranked the worst. you don't need the movement, you don't need the cooldowns because everything's pretty much low cooldown. So yeah, I would just avoid quicken on Clairvoyant. Um, After Image, if you need crit, this can be pretty good because you don't want to be fishing for crits really too much with crit chance on your Super Spirit Bomb and your Pulse. And it's very easy to force it on your Super Spirit Bomb. So After Image is actually pretty good if you're building crit on Clairvoyant. Cone of Frost, not very good because you kind of have to move in an awkward spot, so you can't really fiddle with your aura. Same with Poison Vapor. I'd say Cone of Frost and Poison Vapor are not good on Clairvoyant because it requires you to move in an uncomfortable position, which may or may not be where you want your aura to be. Which then makes more will cost because now you have to spend will to move your aura, and it's just, yeah. So I would say those two are not very good choices on Clairvoyant. Pilfer, it again is situational for every single aspect. Vigorate, very good because you can make your Super Spirit Bomb extremely powerful, or your Spirit Bomb extremely powerful, just out of nowhere. Especially if you can get the, well, I would say Call to Arms is insanely good on any aspect, but maybe Clairvoyant is unnecessary. You probably don't need it. Probably Clairvoyant's one of those you'd rather be ascending your baseline, bindings. You don't want to be ascending these extra ones where other characters might not care as much. And then healing and shielding, again, situational. So overall, Clairvoyant, very powerful. It's definitely the more intuitive one, or not intuitive, tricky one to play because you have to understand where you need your ball to line up, and you have to really think about a lot of stuff. I kind of wish I could have showcased my first run too. Maybe I'll just upload it later on as a thing. I killed my run with picking the -1 will reserve on orb pickup. I really needed those orbs. That's the only reason I lost that run. Otherwise, I would have won that run, I think. But I showcased different augment choices and some different bindings and ascensions, and that would have been a interesting run to show too. But oh well, this run ended up being pretty fun and pretty cool. So next time I'll play Weaver, and I know a lot of people are struggling with Weaver in Ascension 20, rank 20. But I don't think it's because Weaver's bad. I think it's just because Weaver's hard to play, and so maybe people are having trouble understanding how you play Weaver effectively. So I'll get into a lot of that when I do the Weaver video, because yeah, I don't want this video to drag on anymore. So next time I will play Weaver. We'll learn how to play Weaver in rank 20. That should be the last aspect I have to play, and then from there on out, I'll do any build requests that people have. I know Burn Magma Miner is one, but I will do requests for anything people want to see, meme builds, whatever. Whatever you guys want. I want all you guys to have videos that you want to see. So, until next time with Weaver, see you guys then.